Hello, so as you can probably hear, it's really pissing down with rain today, and I've been asked, can I do a survey type video? Now, don't worry, this is completely related to gas masks and things like that. It's not a random survey type thing. I don't know how much I'm meant to be saying on here, but basically there's somebody who might be able to legally export sort of Russian current military sort of PPE type gear to EU markets. And they asked me, could I basically get some feedback about how many people sort of who watch videos like this might be interested in buying stuff like that, because I imagine there's a lot of overhead costs, so if not many people have showed an interest in it, you know, it's probably not worth their while doing it. But anyway, I'll read out the points they got me to make. I want to see if I can get a poll to work in this video, but it might not, but if you reply in a comment, if you can basically try and answer it as structurally as possible, just to give, you know, him some ideas. So, he said, he needs to get a handle on the number of people interested in buying products or samples for an EU market. So he said it has to be EU certified. He said he can get light ABEC 1P3 filters for €15, so they'd be GOST. Medium ABEC 2P3 filters for €25, again they'd be GOST. Industrial style gas mask for €80, includes bag and filter. So I assume that's like modern Russian sort of industrial stuff. Industrial style half face masks for €45, includes P3 filters. And then non-EU certified stuff. Civil defence style gas mask for €80, includes bag and filter. All the items will be direct from the manufacturer, and the filters, some may be NATO, but most will be GOST. But I'm sure, you know, if you were interested in buying them, you could find that out at the time, because I think Russia now does GOST and NATO filters to confuse things more. So basically the point was on that is, would those prices interest people, I guess is the main thing to ask, and how many people would be interested. I know a lot of you would want to know what the masks are first, so would I if I was buying it, but this is more just because it'd be quite good if we could get some Russian sellers, you know, selling us brand new, you know, legal stuff, not surplus that's fallen off the back of a lorry, if you know how the surplus market works a lot, but you know, properly licensed from the factory gear. So hopefully this can go ahead. But yeah, this video is more just to get some feedback. I think personally, if I was buying stuff like that, I definitely want to buy a couple of filters and whatever, but I'd be more interested, I think, in the masks, you know, maybe getting a modern EU spec Russian industrial mask and the sort of modern civil defence ones that don't meet EU spec. I think it's the SHUM 2012, isn't it, which is one of those really cool sort of modern GP5 civil defence masks. Again, obviously for protection I think there's much better masks out there, but in terms of core factor the SHUM 2012 is pretty awesome. So yeah, if anybody could give feedback, that would be lovely. So basically, I don't know if I can get the poll working properly, you know, in the video, or as complicated as it could be, but basically the idea is just, would you be interested in buying some of this stuff? Do the prices sound reasonable, I guess? And that's really all there is to it for now. And then hopefully if we get a load of good responses, you know, obviously please don't say, oh yeah, I'd be interested in all this stuff if you really aren't interested in this stuff, because if it does have, you know, cost down the line for other people, that's not a very good thing to do. But if you are genuinely interested in maybe getting some, you know, modern Russian legal stuff that's not surplus, but, you know, actual straight from the factory type stuff, then yes, please do answer the video, and hopefully we can get some good feedback for the person who's sort of thinking about doing it, and then he might want to come forward when he's a bit more confident that, you know, people might have an interest in it, and letting us know more about his business. But there you go. Hopefully this video hasn't been too boring for the people who have no interest in Russian stuff, but I think quite a lot of you watching probably will find this interesting. So there you go, there's the little survey for you to answer.